So today I'm going to speak to you about Genesis Mining. Genesis Mining is a cloud mining company, so you can buy contracts from them for Bitcoin mining, Ethereum mining, Litecoin, Monero, Dash, just so various cryptocurrencies that they choose to mine. Mining in general, the way the cryptocurrency works, just very briefly, for the coins to be generated, the coins have to be mined, and the mining is as part of the network. So effectively, computers are on the Bitcoin network, for example, and for all the transactions that are happening within the Bitcoin network, the computers confirm the transactions, form blocks, and the miners get rewarded for that work. Now, traditionally, or in the early days around 2009 when it all started, you could mine at home on your PC with the GPUs, so the processors in the graphics cards, and you could get coins and so on. But at that time the difficulty was very low, the price of Bitcoin was very low, so you could accumulate quite a few Bitcoin, and thus the majority of the Bitcoin millionaires are known today were in it at that time. Now you need dedicated miners in order to start making profits or start getting a reasonable amount of coins per day, and it's just down to the difficulty of Bitcoin. Now it's much higher, and the miners are quite expensive. They're quite difficult to get hold of at the moment. They produce quite a bit of noise, a reasonable amount of heat. So it's for some people it's not really practical to mine at home, and that's I fall into that bracket. So I've looked into cloud mining, and Genesis Mining is definitely the most known company out there. There was question marks whether it's legit or is there a scam and so on, so I thought I'd try it. I tried it with the Ethereum contract for a month just to see if there were payouts, and I was quite happy that yes, there were payouts. I was getting responses on various questions I had, and then I committed to some Bitcoin contracts. So I'll show you the Genesis Mining Twitter account. So you can see here this Marco Streng, he's a CEO, I believe, of the company, co-founder and CEO of Genesis Mining. To be honest, they've had a few issues recently with the payouts. They weren't paying out daily as promised because of some safety concerns, but as you can see, they like to do these kind of updates in different stages, keeping the customers informed of what's going on, which I think is quite good. Also, they can't answer every single query, but they do general updates, which is quite good, and I'm quite happy with. And most recently I've had an email, I've just extracted this by the way to WordPad, announcing some BTC pre-sale, because the contract the Bitcoin contracts have run out at the moment. But quite an interesting thing down here, quite a few of their customers have had experiences with competitors who are changing the contract terms mid-contract, and yeah, that's basically Hashflare, because I was affected by that. They offer, Genesis Mining offers open-ended contracts, and they say that they intend to stick with those. So your contract will run for as long as it is profitable, which is it's quite a good kind of bit of information to send out to the customers to make sure everyone's not panicking. And yeah, so this is the Genesis Mining website. So yeah, just some background video of the miners, and just gives you a bit of a video here of what they do, just a bit of a promo, some testimonials. So it does look fairly fairly good. Just forward, you can see all the equipment there, lots and lots of graphics cards basically. So yeah, we'll stop that. Okay, so this is my account. So at this moment I have 40 terahashes of Bitcoin. I'm just concentrating on Bitcoin, to be honest, and then that's my 5 mega hashes of Ether. I have done some day trading with Litecoin, and okay, I've made some money, nothing major. Not really into Dash and Zcash or Monero, so I'm just going to concentrate on this. The Ether contract was mainly as a kind of to test Genesis mining, and that was my first contract, $150, $145, just to ensure I got the payouts, and I was all happy with that. And just to show you down here, so yeah, I used to have I did get $25, and then there was all the problems, and I got $41, and then I haven't had a payout for quite a while, so I think they're still trying to figure out the Ethereum payouts, but I will drop them a line to see what's going on with that, because that's been stagnant for a while now. So the main one, the 40 terahash Bitcoin. So I've been and I've checked my the hashing power versus the cost that I've had to pay for these contracts, and it did seem to me that I would make quite a reasonable profit. Not a lot, but a reasonable profit. So I just want to show you the performance over the last month. This is the first month as well. So let's start from the 10th of August. So yeah, about 109. So there would have been a few days of mining at that point. And you can see the 2-day payouts here. So there's a little rise, and then 2 or 3 days, a little rise, 2 days. And then about here, that's when they started going back to daily payouts. So yeah, quite consistent, 21 there, and so on. So yeah, so you can see across the month, $109, and a few days at $189, $256, and that's quite a nice increase there. One thing to mention, 20 terahashes I bought with Bitcoin that I had, and that's instant. As soon as you buy it, the next day you start getting your payouts. The other 20 I used it through credit card because I wanted to keep my Bitcoin aside, the rest of my Bitcoin aside. And for that you have to wait around, I think it's a month, so 31 days before the payout it comes out, but it goes into your kind of pending payouts, and this is that sharp rise there. So effective for the first month, I got $570 from 20 terahashes effectively, and then I got a big spike to $1,237, and that's my remaining 20 terahashes of contract. So from this point on, I'll be getting daily payouts for both of my 20 terahashes of Bitcoin contracts. So I will show you my orders. So down here I have my complete orders. So this is what I was saying earlier. I used my credit card to buy 20 terahashes, and then I used Bitcoin to buy another 20. This was approved and paid out straight away. This I had to wait for a month, and then this was my little kind of taster just to try out Genesis and make sure everything's okay. So as you can see, daily payouts there, mainly the SHA 256 there, the payouts every day. So 654, yeah, 27, 20, yeah, so every day 0.4, 0.42, 0.43. Actually, it's been getting a bit better the last few days, 0.045. Yeah, okay, and then look at the payouts here, so you can see every day getting payouts. My Ethereum contract, you can see that's quite a low payout, and the minimum payout is 0.05. so I think that's down to why my it's quite stagnant getting the Ethereum. But as I said, it was a small contract. I'm not too concerned by it, but I will chase it soon. So for me, Genesis mining seems to be working quite well. It is what it says on the tin, basically. So they advertise the power that you're getting. You check it with the mining calculators. You have a given coins per day, and yes, there are fees. I think our calculator is about $11 a day fees. But to be honest, when I kind of see this number here of 1,237 and I look at my Bitcoin wallet, I'm quite happy to ride it out. I should get the return on my investment within 4 months. So that is quite good. Obviously, it's a risk. You never know what's going to happen with either Genesis mining or even the Bitcoin network. But I'm hopeful that at least for the next 4 months it's quite safe, so I can get that return on investment, and then I can decide whether I reinvest into more mining or if I just accumulate the money and bank on the Bitcoin price going up and then cashing out at some point in the future. So yeah, positive experience at the moment with Genesis Mining. Obviously, I don't want to recommend it to anyone. As I always say, money that goes into cryptocurrency, you have to be prepared to lose. So don't put yourself into a position where you put all your life savings in it, and as it is still very new, I mean, I'm very hopeful and optimistic that it's all going to go well, but you never know with these things. Now with buying hash power, yeah, it's a very simple method. So you've got little sliders here that you can choose the hashing power you require, the price, and you can choose to pay with Bitcoin, Dash, credit card, and so on. But there's only 2 contracts at the moment, guys. So yeah, Ethereum and Monero. But they are advertising that they're putting new equipment in to support Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Dash. They're also looking to enable Bitcoin Cash. That's quite interesting. I think that's quite low at the moment. It's been going up steadily, but it could be a good contract to have. It just depends whether it's limited to a year or whether they do an open-ended again. So I'll be keeping a close eye to that. And then Litecoin, I'm quite interested by Litecoin. I did invest some money in Litecoin and I was holding for a few months, but it wasn't a lot happening. Then all of a sudden, from £35, it went up to 60. So yeah, that was quite a big jump. So yeah, I'm quite hopeful with Litecoin. So I might consider some more Litecoin contract or Litecoin contract at some point when it becomes available. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I hope this has been informative. I'll put some discount codes below and maybe a few links and so on or just check out my other videos. I've got a video for BitConnect on how you can invest some of the money you'll be getting from mining and so on. Thanks.